It's Lorna, welcome back to my channel. So, I just cried like, I don't know, for maybe 30 minutes just before this video started. Because today I want to react to Anthony Padilla a video about dissociative identity disorder. So it moved me. I hope I won't cry on this video anyway. So, Anthony is so sweet in this video. Clearly, when I started watching his video, I thought, you know, he took a bit of any subject and he wanted, you know, to make it a bit like, you know, a bit of a buzz about it. And no, it's not at all like this. He is so empathetic. He's so, well, it's normal, he behaved normally, but you know, the world doesn't really see that often, so I really think this is great. And so it's really touching, and I really recommend you to watch it if you want to be a bit more aware about what is dissociative identity disorder. And so sometimes I will do like this for disorder because I don't really know if I like using the word disorder, because it's a disorder when you experience bad things about it, but if it's just a way of being different, I don't think that you have to name it disorder. But still, the psychiatrist name it disorder, like a lot of other things, like a borderline personality disorder, like a bipolarity disorder. And hopefully, I never heard about autism disorder. And I really don't want to use this term, but I know that, you know, everything which is different for the psychiatrist, and I mean all the normal people again, consider this, you know, abnormal and a disorder. So I am a bit touched about all of this, also because they experience dissociative crisis, a bit like, so I don't really know the term that for the things that I did. I don't know if it's depersonalization or derealization, but I know that I had some crises in which I wasn't really in my body, and I had to, if I wanted to calm myself down, I had to go to sleep, and then I don't remember anything. So that's kind of a bit of what they are explaining in this video, because they talk about the amnesia that comes with dissociative disorder. And well, I didn't have, I never experienced having another person, you know, which is me. I experienced when I was a kid having an imaginary friend, and I really don't know where her name came from. So it makes me a bit think about what they say in this video, because they talk about the names, and they didn't choose the name of the other alters, because they don't call it persons or personality, they call it alters. And I'm a bit like this. I remember when I had this imaginary friend, I don't really know where this name came from. She was called Anais, and I don't like this name. I don't know where she came from, but I know that sometimes we were speaking in my room. But then she left. I think she left when I went to elementary school, something like that. Anyway, we're not speaking about this. This is another topic. So there is kind of, there was really a nice atmosphere between him and his guest, and I think that's really great, because It's too important to share empathy on this kind of topic, and he was really, really nice at a point that I thought that he was about to cry, and I could felt everything. That's me also. So he asked how do they define themselves. He asked really nicely, do you feel comfortable by telling us how many there are alters? And I really think that he was nice, and this is a major yes for this video, really. And so what I wanted to share about what I learned also in this video is that so the names, they don't really they don't choose it. Like there's a girl who said that there was like some names, like really basic name like Brad, and other name like Pain or Emotion. Like this is the name of one of her alters. And so I think that we really misunderstood everything. Like the common knowledge of this is wrong, so we have to listen to the people who are really concerned about this. And so they talk about the movie Split, which I never saw, and how James McAvoy did some research on YouTube and videos like this to be aware of what it is to incarnate his character. And I think that's awful. Why don't you go and ask people who are really concerned about this, maybe if you want to do this part of the movie, and you know, to be a bit more aware, and just not oppressive about this. And also, why haven't they asked a concerned person also about this? Well, don't want to come into cinematographic terms of contract. I mean, sure, it's maybe better for them to use a giant actor like him, but you know, it's kind of a bit disappointing to realize all of this. And even the name Split, I don't think this is something that can be associated with dissociative identity disorder, because it makes me a bit more think about bipolarity. Bipolarity, borderline are not schizophrenia, also dissociative identity disorder are not the same a fucking thing. Oh, I'm just so tired of people thinking, wow, how many are you? Or okay, you just you change. It's like, I don't know. Okay, it feels like as a bipolar, let's say bipolar, because this is let's say it's the more social behavior that you will pick if you really know me. I think I can totally say that I'm bipolar, but I don't think I'm only this anyway. And I know that if people say that you know, I switched, it's a bit like when dissociative identity disorder, when they switch, because it's like a switch also. It came from a trauma. It always came from a trauma. And people have to know that it is not rare to get better. They don't talk about this like it's a sickness, because like me, they know that it's not a sickness, it's a way of being. And but with years, obviously you become better. Obviously you get better because you get used to it. So it's less, you know, it's less impressive than in the beginning, I think. But if you drop another trauma, then I think it will be worse, you know. I think it's a bit like all the disorders, you know. There's a departure, but there's something that, you know, declares it. And I don't think that you should, you know, treat people like they are crazy people. I hate the word crazy. No, because, you know, they're just human. They just use their brains differently than you know. And sorry to say it, but I think they're more intelligent. I mean, emotionally. Because, I mean, I don't say that it is great and everyone should be like this, you know. And also that also this is something that he asked. He asked if we can say that we are proud of ourselves. Whatever the disorder, I don't think that's something that you can ask. But apart from this, he was nice. But, you know, no, I don't think we're proud. I mean, who is proud of something that handicap her or his way of life? I don't know. Okay, I'm proud not to be like everybody else, but am I really proud of having a disorder? I don't think that's the question, you know. Anyway, so yeah, so they explain that it is not rare to get better with time, and also that it is something way more common and not really discussed disorder, even more common than bulimia and schizophrenia, I think. Anyway, I think schizophrenia is the most untalked disorder. Nobody knows what is schizophrenia about. Anyway, that's not my place in this video to explain to you schizophrenia, but still, it's different. It's different than bipolarity again. And yeah, this movie with Split, I think someone talked to me about this, like as a bipolar subject, but I don't know. They said it was like oppressive to them, so I believe it brings the D.I.D in it. But still, the name don't really make me think about D.I.D. The name make me think about bipolarity, because it's a bit like this. I'm like split. I'm really split, you know, so let's not cry. When Anthony see that Nin dissociate and is becoming a little girl, he is really nice. He asked if she wants this part to be cut off, if she's okay. If she's not okay, she can also not answer the question. And she's really cute because she said that she can't answer because she doesn't know the question. It's true. You know, it's a bit like he didn't really ask this person the question yet, so it's true. Just, guy, repeat the question, you know. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I think she was really cute. She talked about also the fact that she realized that she was dissociating one day. Her alter, which is the more present, I think, is Kyle, and that's great also, you know. I mean, this is also something really important because there is no gender affiliated this girl Nin Also have this guy Kyle, a little girl which I didn't catch the name. There's a transgender woman which is named Eliza, if I recall, and she also have other alters, and I think that they are most of all woman's name at least, and the other woman also had both male and female identity. And so I think that just, again, this is something why the neurotypical doesn't understand, because it's not binary. They can be all the authors they want. So there is no gender predefined, you know, so that is good to know also. And so she's really cute because Nin tells us at a moment that she didn't know she was dissociating, and then she realized she was taking a bath eating a banana. And I think this is really funny because this is a bit surprising, you know, if you... I remember that the only crisis that I had like this, then I went to bed, you know. I know that there was something going on, you know, or it was my partner, and then I just went sleeping, and when I wake up I was like, wow, what happened? I don't remember anything. And so I really relate. I can totally relate. It's not a huge part of my life like them, but I can relate a bit. And yeah, she's really cute. She says at the end something that is really important. We should never be ashamed the way that we are, and it's like this. And it's really wise, you know, for someone also struggling with everything. It shouldn't be really easy, and it's also really difficult to have an intimate relationship, you know, I think. And so through the video you can notice that she is in skirt, and sometimes she's putting her coat on her knees because because Nin became Kyle, and Kyle says, I thought today we were gonna wear trousers. And this is so cute. I mean, I'm not laughing at them, you know, I just think that people always think that they are monsters or they are freaks and crazy people, but they're just really nice people who tends to be like maybe 20 in one, you know. You see only one because you stop your idea on what you see. This is also why there is transphobia, you know. You are educated like this, so if you see something and we told you that it is this, then your brain is, you know, just, yeah, but you are this, or you are only one person, or, you know. But what if maybe this imaginary friend that I had when I was little, what if it's not another part of me, you know? She wasn't scary, she wasn't dangerous. All the people think that because it's weird it's dangerous. And okay, don't get me wrong, there is some people who unfortunately encounters some dangerous alters. I think so. But sometimes they're mostly, and what they say, they are mostly protector alters. It is so important to raise this awareness to stop, you know, people thinking that they are monsters. and yeah, they are mainly here to protect the former alter, and again, this is because it is caused by a trauma, and so the brain, I think, create, and again, this is a strength of, I don't know, this is a strength of mind. Like, guy, you have the ability to create someone to take care of you inside of you. This, like, I mean, are you capable of this? Are all the neurotypical capable of this? I don't think so. This is so strong and powerful. Okay, and to finish on this brilliant subject, I can talk about it for hours. They explain that you can, it can, you know, realize that there is some kind of dissociative identity disorder at any age. And they explain that a lot of them have what they call covering, and it really makes me think of masking, like in autism, and the fact that they know that something is different, but you know, once you admit that you have D.I.D, then it becomes a real. So they don't want to not accept, but they don't want to think about it. They don't want to realize and talk about it, because if they talk about it, then this is real, and it's scary, and I can understand that. So I don't like to use the term disorder for this, because it makes me really think of the masking of autism, and autism is not a disorder, it's a different way of functioning. And I think it's a bit like this. Okay, obviously when you experience self-harm and a really difficult situation, I can understand that it is clearly a disability for this world. I mean, if we have a disability, it's because this world is not adapted to us, and maybe the world is just not adapted to them. So is it a disorder? I don't know. I won't say you tell me, like in all my videos, because you don't have to say anything. I don't want to be rude, but you know, this is not something, I just wanted to react on this video because I think this is a subject that people should be aware of. And if I don't do this video, then maybe you won't never, you know, watch this video or even heard about this. So I just wanted, you know, to bring a few facts on this video. So a bit my concern as being, you know, neuroatypical again, but I am not in my, this is not my place to say I agree, I disagree. This is not my place, and neither is yours, you know. So not to be rude, but it was just facts that I wanted to talk about today. Whew, that was a long that was a long video. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. Anyway, I barely cried in this video. That's good, because the other one was a bit depressing. Anyway, so I hope you like this video. I hope you find it instructive, and I see you in my next video. Tschüss.